Hello. Oh, there we go. Just turn the ultrasonic cleaner off. Just a little bit of an update, really. Got a little paraffin heater going. These are the barrels all painted up. Honed them out. They're in specification. Clean the pistons again before putting the rings on. Barrels are done. Need to do the heads. I've already smoothed them out though. If you've got a Volkswagen, get one of them. It's called I think they're a Bentley manual. Yeah, Bentley products. They are very good if you've got a Volkswagen. These are the cylinder heads that I'm going to use. There's still a little bit of wear on the exhaust guides on these heads, but not as much as the 1200 ones there. So I've cleaned all the threads up on the studs, retapped the spark plug threads, retapped the tinware screws, ran a die across the rocker studs, couldn't get them out, so just ran a die down them. Got some new studs for them, or bolts I should say. I'll just cut the end off the head. So they're all smoothed out, cleaned up, seats lapped in. The seats are okay with the valves. Them valves are for this cylinder head, them valves are for that one. A little bit of smoothing out of there. That was it really. There's a bit in the exhaust, so you can get that better for you, so you can have a look. A little bit rough on the back end, but for stock applications it should be okay. A little bit of emery cloth on there, clean that up. Still ready for a final clean, and then I'll assemble the cylinder heads up with all the valves to stick the rockers on. I've still got to clean them. Because of 1300 single port heads, that's 1200 exhaust. I've got a new inlet manifold, however the fitment is very shit, so sorry for the language. Got one there that fits better. If you have bought the new inlet manifold in the past, you'll notice that the actual brackets to bolt down onto the cylinder head, they're in the wrong place. So you've got to elongate the holes so they fit in the manifold, which is just bad. It's about £50 that. I'll not tell you where from, but it was £50. So I might have to come up with something for the exhaust. Might have to take that back, get another exhaust, because the heads might be different for the preheat tubes on that. Engine's still there, got a new oil pump. What have we got? So we've got new clutch with the early style release bearing. It's got the circular tabs on the end with the removable clips. All spark plugs are clean. There you go, that's the old release bearing. This is the earlier style type with the circular tabs and the removable locking pins, should I say. They lock behind the release fork, or the clutch fork. The fitting the holes in there. Got, what else have we got? A new carb kit, so I'll build up another carb. I did get another carb. That was my exhaust set that I got. There's new oil pump, new gasket set as well. Some new oil release plugs that are the Allen key head or hex head, depending where you're from. Instead of the screw type pressure relief screws. So I did damage the back one on the engine taking it off. So these are the new ones I've got, made by MP, I think, EMPI, and a new crush washer with them as well I got. And I've also ordered it's like a steel tube, it'll fit in the side of the tinware, so I can bolt the aluminium heater tubes in. So new gasket set. I've already ordered some of the gaskets, so I have got them, but they'll do for other stuff. You saw the, I think I showed you. If not, my laptop's been playing up, so that's why I've not posted any videos. So this is the AccuSpark electronic ignition, so you get rid of the points and condenser. See how long that lasts. Got myself a strobe light now, or a timing light. New oil pump. It's a 26mm body because it's a 1200 case, but it's a AS41, so it's got the dual relief. Got the oil filter for it, other ones for the Ignis and a flush for the Ignis. Head studs are painted. There's the other bits of gasket I got. Oil coolers at the back. Got some bigger pipe. Fittings are there. Got me 3810 PT to I think according to the MP thing was 1/2 inch barb, but 1/2 inch barb is near enough, about 18mm I think, 17mm or something. Not very good at imperial to metric. This is the oil filter head. I was putting these in. I think they're designed because they're on I forget what they're called. It's on like an angle anyway, so they go bigger. The diameter gets bigger the further the threads are at the back there. So when you're screwing it in, it was tight, so I ended up snapping that off when I was in the vise. So I put some putty on that, and it seems to be okay. It's held it in position. It's that steel, same as JB Weld if you're from America. So that's that. Got me oil cooler adapter, got them fitted. They are just loosely fitted. There we go. So you see them how they're angled. So it's pointed. I can't get it any better. I need a better camera instead of using my phone. You might be able to see. It points slightly, so it's on an angle. So basically, the threads chew into the aluminium, if you like, on these parts. It's for sealing purposes, I think. It said on the website that I ordered them from, these are the fittings that they usually fit. So before I'll fit them, normally I'll stick some PTFE tape on, or nylon tape as some people call it. Got these are the fittings that I would use on a LPG conversion. Instead of using plastic T-pieces, use steel. They last longer, they don't break under temperature like plastic ones do when you're running LPG. Off the top of my head, the Vauxhall Insignias, any that are on the LPG conversions for them cars, they will snap for fun, because for some reason them cars run really hot and they have problems with the oil coolers bursting and filling the pipes full of oil and then messing up all the pipes. Especially if you're taxi drivers, they make them really hot. So you stick these in instead of putting the plastic ones, so you'd never get to replace them. As far as I'm aware, I've never had any problems with them, so this is where I fit. However, I'll be using these on the oil system, which instead of using plastic ones, so they'll not get brittle. So I've got pipe at the back there, but I've also got some big 1/2 inch barb, 1/2 inch size pipe that will fit onto the AN10 style fittings for the oil cooler, because these are off the top of my head, they're about 18mm. So I needed some big pipes. What I'll do, run it. Thanks for watching. I'll explain in another video how you do that. Thanks for watching.